trade, make some capital, more, then make money. If you want to lock your trade, also protect the downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures and education training program. We're glad you could be here with us today. We are an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by, is owned by, is managed by, was incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. Why do we call him Coach? Because he helps coach us through the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stock options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, dividend investing, covered calls, cash secure puts, you name it. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us and how to do that. And we're glad that you could be with us today. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the more than 20 moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. If this is your first time being here today, ask that you click that subscribe button. Also, click that notification button so you do not miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. And we are live here at AmericanDreamTrading.com 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And we have the aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel starting at 5 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday, with our gracious host over there, Don. And that show's a little bit different than Coach's in this one, is that you can actually join the panel live with an open microphone, and if you so desire, even a camera turned on, and you can interact with the panel that way via an open mic. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also do like you do here on your social media platforms by typing your questions and comments into that chat box. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in there. So we will answer them as time allows. Again, I'm glad you could be here today. You see on my screen is I'm using TradingView. For a better viewing experience, those of you on TikTok, due to some technical limitations on my personal system that I'm broadcasting from, I cannot get up the TikTok feed that we need to. So I literally have my iPad pointed at my screen. So any audio, any videos that I play later, you won't be able to hear them. So for best viewing experience, I would highly suggest you head on over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. While you're over there, you'll be able to see my full screen. You'll be able to see the videos in their entirety, and you'll also be able to hear the audio from those videos if I play any today. So that's up to you. But if you want to stay here on TikTok, that is up to you. Anyway, I'm glad you could be here today. We'll take a look around here, see what the markets are doing. We'll answer questions, may even conduct some live trades during this 2-hour session. And let's take a look and see what's going on here today. Let's look over here on TikTok. Good to see everybody over there. Doug, Honda, Joe, Manganese, etc. Joe's got a statement. He says the only chance of making real money is to have inside information, or you're not far from a lotto. Well, I would vehemently disagree with you in the strongest terms possible. I made over $37,000 in about 5 hours this morning. I had no inside information. So your premise is flawed very greatly. We learn to trade here based on the education and the training that we get from Coach each and every day. If you hang around, you might learn a few things. Tune into Coach from 9 to 11. You'll learn some things there. All absolutely free there, Joe. We don't even charge for them. And at 5 o'clock, we carry on after the market closes. You can get some education there also. So check it out. This is not gambling. We do not gamble. We make the best educated decisions on entering and exiting a trade as much as humanly possible. Is there things against us sometimes? Yes, there's nothing to stop somebody like an institution from coming in and dropping large orders and knocking you out of your trade. But We know how to deal with that. Why? Because we do not enter any trade without a stop. That is to protect us from a catastrophic pullback against our current position. Other than that, we manage the trade by you learn how to chart. We also learn how to read our indicators, and we take all this information together with our training and experience, and we do our best to make very good trades. I'm assure you that our members made decent money today. I know I did. Did everybody? Absolutely not. Did I have red trades today? Yes, I did. Right? So it's all possible. For those of you who don't think that this is a way to make money, well, maybe this ain't the channel for you to be in today, and that's fine too. But you're welcome to stay as long as you're respectful. And you're respectful to the moderator, which would be me, and the other people that are in the room. If you find you can't abide by those little simple rules, you're welcome to go elsewhere. But I hope you stay. Maybe you'll learn something new today that you weren't aware of previously to joining us live today. So, and if not, we have moderators for a reason in our channels. So thanks for being here, every one of you. And we will go on here. So thank you for those comments. Good to see you also. My Honda's in here. Good to see you again also. Some of our regulars are back again already. Over on our YouTube channel, one of our moderators, Doug, has been so kind to post direct links into our current promos that we have running at the moment. You can take a look at those. Those are a direct link. All you have to do is click on them. That is only available over on our YouTube channel in the live chat over there. So you can go over there and check that out for easy access. One of the things that's over there that I guarantee you might be interested in is that we are giving away $1,000 cold, hard cash. And you don't even have to be a member of American Dream Trading to enter that drawing. Basically, it's asking you, it's ran by the Gleam software program. It's basically asking you to go visit our website and our social media platforms. There's 10 different things that you could choose to do or not to do. But if you have up to 10 entries that you can get by visiting all those things, no purchase necessary. The only caveat is you must be a resident of the United States of America to be able to win that drawing. Even our paid members are eligible to participate in that drawing because we do not pick who the winner is. The software, that Gleam software, and you see it on all websites, the people that run sweepstakes and contests and stuff, randomly picks one person from all the entries as they are submitted. So that even allows all of our members to actually participate because we have no control over who it wins. So you might be here for the very first time and sign up for that and never come back again, and you could still win that $1,000 in cold hard cash. So that's a pretty good deal. You can click on the link over there on our YouTube live chat as posted right now. We also have it in our free Discord. You can go over there. There's those same links over in our free Discord that you can find at AmericanDreamTrading.com, right? And scroll down about halfway down our landing page there. You'll see the link to join our free Discord, and all these links will also be in there, and you can enter that drawing. One of the other benefits of that free Discord, it's always been free. It's still free, and it always will be free. You can come and go as you please. If you don't like what you see, you can always leave. It's just a one click to get in and one click to get out. But you get instant access to our stock lounge, which you can interact with other members in there. You can ask questions, discuss trades, whatever you'd like to do in there, within reason, of course. There's also, you get some instant access to our free members area in there that has some training videos and training documents that are not available on our website or within our YouTube channel, which over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, we have over 2,000 totally free training videos that you can watch at your leisure. They are also grouped by topic, such as the 2-minute EWO, scalping, trading off indicators, charting, you name it. There's different subjects over there. You can take it and take a look at it. So anyhow, take a look at it. Be open-minded. Come on in with an open cup. See what's over there. Again, you can watch them at your own leisure at zero cost to yourself. YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So I had a pretty good day today. I traded some currencies. Actually traded the Australian dollar this morning. First thing, started trading at 2 a.m. this morning, and had a nice run up on that. Traded that for a little while. Got out of that after it stalled out on me, and then did some gold. I believe I traded, gold. I did a little bit of that early this morning. Did very well on that also. I got these lines on here as we were demonstrating a principle here earlier today, so I can get rid of them lines. I don't need them on there anymore because we start live training and trading every morning for our paid members starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, clear through 4 o'clock, Monday through Friday. We also trade live on Sunday nights for our VIP members and Diamond members that want to join us on a Sunday night. So we have lots of open trading. We have a live chat for our paid members also in the futures membership program that are available also for our VIP members. And you can check all that out. And there's always somebody in there chatting pretty much 24 hours a day. So, and you get in there to discuss trades. Again, we're not telling each other when to buy or sell, or, hey, I bought just now. Hey, I just sold right now, because that's illegal. Why is that illegal? Because neither I nor anyone else associated with AmericanDreamTrading.com are licensed financial advisors. And as such, we can never give you financial, investment, or tax advice at any time. Anything that comes out of my pie hole is for entertainment and educational purposes only. And there we go. We just satisfied all our lawyers. They are happy now. So, yes, this is for, you should never mimic anything you see me do on my screen. Well, also, number one is use the social media feed is a minimum of 20 seconds behind. Actually, YouTube's a little longer. I think it's about 30 to 40, depending on what's going on. So there's always a delay. So what I might show you now is totally different by the time you see it, right? So anyway, glad you could be here. Let's take a walk around the block. As we know, this time of the day, we get into the markets are winding down. So typically the metals sector, the currency sectors, obviously the agricultural sectors, because they shut down at 2:30. Volume really drops off on those. And really the main volume at this time of the day is going to be in your main indices, such as the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the Russell 2000, those type of products, the Dow. So that's where most of it. It's not that any of them could be. Matter of fact, we saw yesterday gold take off during our live yesterday, did we not? That was kind of unusual. There's usually not a whole lot of volume at that time. So I tend to trade that early mornings and during the day. Of course, the most volume of in the futures market is during the New York Stock Exchange when it opens at 9:30. That first between 9:30 and 11 is the highest volume. Then you get some more surge in volume after they come back from their 5 martini lunch after 1 o'clock. So knowing when some of these things trade better than others is helps with your trading, because you want to trade when you have volume. Volume's the fuel on the fire. It's what makes the things move up and down, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see it go up. We want to see it go down. But why is that? Because Coach educates us on how to make money when the markets are going up, how to make money when the markets are going down, and even how to make money when the markets go sideways. And we employ his trading strategies and principles that he teaches us are here every day to employ the appropriate strategy for the appropriate trade that's occurring at that time. I don't care if it's going to go up, and I don't care if it's going to go down at all. I don't care what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't care what's going to happen an hour from now. All I am concerned about is trading the trade that's in front of me. I don't hold anything overnight personally. We do have members that do. We have long-term holders. We have swing traders. We have the whole gamut of people in American Dream Trading that trade different ways. I'm a day trader through and through. I don't hold anything overnight, nothing. I do have long-term holdings of my own, but as far as my trading in here in American Dream Trading, I don't hold anything. I'm here to get whatever it'll give me, why it'll give it to me. And then when it quits giving it to me, I get out and I go look elsewhere if it's not going to do any more. So I don't care what I trade. And why is that? Because I know how to chart. I know how to use indicators. I know what they mean. I know how they interact with each other, what are the significances and relationships to each other. And with the training and experience I've acquired over, this is my starting of my third year. January was the start of my third year, full-time trading. I retired because of the principles and trading that I learned from Coach here at American Dream Trading. I haven't worked a 9-to-5 job now for about 3 years. I love it. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. I can work on my own terms. If I want to trade an hour and be done for the day and walk away, I can do that. If I don't want to trade it all this week, I don't have to. I can do however I want. I can sit here and trade for 12, 15, 16 hours a day if that's what I want to do. Do I do that? Yeah, once in a while. Gets pretty tiring after a while. I did start my day sitting here in front of my computer at 2 a.m. this morning. About 5 after, I think I was making my first trades. So, and it was fine. I sat here by myself, and then the other members started coming in, and we start training for our VIP Gold members at live on a live Zoom call starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, and that carries on till 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. And they also get Saturday training. Now, in the futures, we can trade 23 hours a day. We can trade from 6 p.m. Eastern time till 5 p.m. Eastern time the next day. And then the market is closed. The futures markets close for between 5 and 6 p.m. and then they reopen. Starts on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, closes up 5 p.m. Saturday or Friday. The only day we can't trade is on Saturdays. Now, the crypto market, they can trade 24/7, holidays included. They don't ever shut down, which is kind of cool if you're into crypto. We do have memberships for that. We do have, and Coach flatly stated today that he's going to be shutting down the lifetime offers and promos that we currently have. Hang on here, I got to answer a message. Anyway, took care of that. And I forgot what I was saying. Boy, the wind blew between my ears and forgot what I was even going to say.
You talked to him. You were just saying about Coach shutting down the lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, he actually said it verbally today and in writing and within our Discord that he is going to be slamming the door shut on them lifetime memberships, not to be brought back ever again. We still have those promos are still in effect as we speak. Now, whether that means he's ending them today or at the end of the week, that I don't know. I haven't got clarification from him. He's actually away, took a couple days away with his wife, enjoying the ocean a little bit. And he still actually broadcast even though he's away. So if you were there this morning, he was actually broadcasting from his hotel room this morning and doing training there. That's the beauty of being a day trader. As long as you have an internet connection, you can trade anywhere in the world. We've had members, and I've mentioned this before, we've had members trade. His goal when he took his wife to Paris was to trade underneath the Eiffel Tower. And he did that, and he made like 11 grand sitting under the Eiffel Tower. And why? Just because he could. Did he need to? No, he was already a multi-millionaire through trading, through AmericanDreamTrading.com, but he just wanted to do it just because he could. I've traded on every vacation I've been on since I've joined American Dream Trading. I'll be going away here at the end of the month for a few days, and I will do some trading in the morning while I'm away to help pay for the vacation that's already paid for, in essence. So it's kind of cool when you can pay for your vacation that you've already paid for. Come out net zero cost. It's kind of neat to do that. Was my wife thrilled about me trading in the mornings? No, not really. But when I showed her that I paid off our vacation that we had already paid for, she had a little bit different outlook at that time. It was pretty funny, actually. So let's take a look around here. Gold, it's been on a nice steady up climb here for a while. We've been making money on that. I was playing gold. I was playing the S&P 500 after the markets opened pretty much. That was pretty much most of my trades. We had a really nice run on the S&P 500 after the market opened. It pulled back. I did get a little bit of that. I generally wait 15 minutes or so before I get in. Not always, but usually I do. Just kind of let the market decide which way it wants to go and move. There's no sense going in there and getting your face ripped off if you don't have to. Matter of fact, that's one of the coach's rules. If you're not an experienced trader, stay out of the market for the first 15 to 30 minutes until the market decides what kind of direction it takes. And then we got back in here at about, well, it was a few minutes before 10. It was at 10 o'clock-ish. Rode that up a little bit. Rode that up and got out. Took a nice profits there also. Then it got into some chop, and I can't remember now. It's amazing. You do so many trades, you don't remember what you traded unless you write it down. And I was in and out of it various times today. Did gold. I did a little bit of the Russell real early this morning. It was the only indice that I traded real early this morning. I did a down play on it. I didn't even catch the whole thing, but I jumped in because it was still looked like a good trade. Rode that down till it kicked back. I also traded oil today, so I traded oil. I traded gold. I traded the Russell. I traded the Australian dollar, which I mentioned earlier. That was the first thing I traded, 2 o'clock this morning, which would be it's about 5. That's last night. Must have been right here. I rode this down is what I did. Played to the downside of the break below VWAP. Rode that down. Made like $1,200 on that trade. I think I played. It was total 12. I can't remember if I played it both down and up a little bit. I don't remember. I did play it down because I got in a little bit after 2 o'clock-ish somewhere. Anyway, played that. And really, we looked at this earlier, and I even mentioned one member, said, man, look at the Australian dollar going up. And I was already in a trade, and I just kind of forgot about it. Heck, I could have got in that and stayed in that all day. That thing went straight up all day. A little bit of peaks and valleys, but that's expected. Very rare for something to go straight up, straight line up. But, if you draw a trend line there, you can see it's a nice straight line up. It's pulled back a little bit, but it's still in there. So very good trade. What else did I trade? I traded the yen. I don't usually trade the yen, but I did today. I traded it for a little bit. Quick trade. I don't believe I was in there all that long. I think I made, what did I make? $600 maybe, $600. Wasn't in all that long, but I took advantage of the situation. This was all before 5 a.m. this morning, between 2 and 5. And then I traded oil and mostly gold in the S&P 500 after the markets opened. I was pretty much done trading for the day. I don't know, 11-ish maybe, 11:30. I don't think I did very many trades after that. We got into some nice training discussions, not only about trading, the mechanics of trading and what to look for, but we also talked about the psychology of trading and things that you have to deal with on your own, right? It's not about just clicking a mouse button. It's about, you'll find out what type of a person you really are when you're sitting in there by yourself, clicking a button, trying to make money, right? Controlling your emotions, trying to trade like a robot as much as possible, having patience, waiting for the setups. We actually had a member wanted to discuss a possible trade that was about to come, and she asked the questions, and we all looked at it together as a group, and had her. She said what her entries were, her entry criteria, and she did very well calling all that out, and it didn't work out. It actually got to where the one last critical area for the entry, and the trade collapsed, and she didn't get in it, and it worked out very well. So he was able to understand what was going on and able to verbalize it, and that's how you learn, right? You should be able, if you can't verbalize why you're in the trade and what was it made you enter that trade, well, then you shouldn't be in a trade. You shouldn't just jump in willy-nilly. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not where you come and throw a bunch of money against the wall and hope some of it sticks. So you have to have a plan and trade that, right? Know what your trading strategies are. And that's what we do here. We're not a call-out group. We don't tell people to sell XYZ or buy XYZ. We don't do that. We're not a call-out group. If you like that, then this is not the place for you, because we will not hear us calling out buying and selling signals, right? What we do here, different from the rest of those on the internet and on the social media, is we want to educate you to be able to make your own trading decisions, when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade, okay? Give you that education, because once you develop that skill, you develop a skill that nobody can take away from you. Not some random dude on the internet like me, right? Who am I? I'm just here to help provide some education, right? Hopefully give you a glimpse of what we do here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. And that's all we really are. You're really only seeing the tip of the iceberg of what we do here. This is a free thing, and as such, it's limited what we can do during a short period of time as far as deep diving into things. I'll do my best to answer your questions, but there's limits, right? And quite frankly, paid membership has its privileges. So we do have promotions going. We still have that diamond membership available. It is our all inclusive lifetime memberships into every plan that we have. And not only does it include everything that we already have, it includes everything that we ever will have in the future. So any new type of memberships or training or different educational programs, those will automatically all be included in that diamond lifetime membership at zero additional cost to you. It's a pay once, one and done, never ever pay again. Gives you full access to everything that we have here at American Dream Trading. If you think them 2,000 free videos that we offer you on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, are impressive, you ought to see what's behind the curtain. It'll blow your mind. It'll melt your mind. I mean, you get mentorship with Coach once a week on Thursdays. There's a 1 hour, it's almost like a one-on-one kind of. It's a small group setting. You can ask Coach any question you want for a whole solid hour, and it's recorded. That alone is $500 a month, $6,000 a year. Our diamond membership that I'm discussing is $5,000 one-time payment, never ever pay again. That's less than the cost of a standalone mentorship program with Coach. And you get every membership there is. You get the stocks, you get stock options, crypto, futures, anything else that we will have in the future. So it's a heck of a deal. We're coming out with ADT TV, where you'll be able to watch a moderator trade live while you're watching. That's all that person will be doing is trading, and you'll be able to watch it, right? For live. That's coming in the future. That's coming out. We just released our new Coaches 3.0 indicators, was what you see on my screen. Again, those of you on TikTok, you have a very limited view because I have my iPad pointed at my screen due to some technical difficulties. If you want a better view, head on over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Make sure you click subscribe when you get over there, by the way. Make sure over there on all the social medias, if this is the first time, make sure you click subscribe. Click that notification button so you don't miss our upcoming broadcast. Also, click that share button. Share it with other people out there on your social medias. By the way, over there on YouTube specifically, if you'd click that thumbs up, I'd sure appreciate it. There's only about a third of you who've actually clicked the thumbs up button, which tells me you don't like what you're seeing, so you decided not to click the thumbs up. Now, honestly, it helps with our algorithms, gets the word out there. Computers pick that stuff up, so if you like what you see, click that thumbs up. Would be greatly appreciated. All right, so let's take a look, see what we can do here. We'll answer questions. Let me come back over here to YouTube first, scroll back up. Again, those links are over there for you to click on. Andrew, NVIDIA. Well, we'll come back to answering stock questions later. Good afternoon. Thank you for that greeting. How's the trading coming? It's coming. Oh, you're asking Doug that question. Good. Mark, is this a cancel entry? Well, depends what you was looking at. I missed your thing there at 218. That was about 10 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Let's see. Mikey D. Sweet Tea, hello. Andre thinks we should go long on SPY, which is ES. This is ES. It's the futures version of SPY and all that. So as you can see, it did break and hold above VWAP. It just now broke out of this regression channel. It's coming up here. It's going to have to deal with this triple top, quad top, whatever you want to call it. You can see where all these kind of stopped on the upward swing there, right? Can I enter a trade there? I could, but the odds are this is going to pause when it gets up to here where it says that Tokyo session low. It's tried to break through there a couple times a day. It had real lot of trouble. Finally did break through, but then it pulled back. It bounced around, broke through again, but then it pulled back, bounced around, couldn't do it, rejected, came down. Now it's coming up for another try. Again, more times it tries to hit a certain level, more likelihood it is to break through, especially the quicker that it tries again. Now it's been a little while. It was about 1240 last time it tried this level, so it's a little bit longer than these ones were as far as time on reattempts. So we can see what happens here. We can watch it. Do I want to set up a trade to the upside? Yeah, things are looking very good now. The nine's above the well, it's not above the 21. They're there together. The 55 and the 21 are mixed up. There's VWAP. There's the 200. Almost all my indicators they are all behind me, but I'd like to see these two here switch places. But for all intents and purposes, it's not looking too bad. Probably the time this candle comes up to where the level I'm looking at as a possible entry, these things would have shook out a little bit. So other than that, all my indicators are in a rear view mirror. The only thing I want to see is I'd like to see these two flip, and I want to see a break and hold above this where it says Tokyo session low. So I want it to go hit that line, break it, and then have the next candle sitting on the shoulder of the previous candle. That would look like something like this. Here's your candle, and there's one sitting on the shoulder. Same way down here, down here. That just gives you a possible indication of a continuation on the upward movement. Not a guarantee, of course, but statistically it can. Now, it doesn't tell you how much it's going to climb. You never know what's up all the way up or all the way down at any given point. So my entry, I've already got a plan. If it comes up here, breaks and holds above this, I will jump in. In reality, this is the real one here that I'm more concerned about. Now, it does have to break through here. But then if I do jump in, my profit potential is a little bit limited because it's got these other strong levels it has to break. So this will be a very cautious trade. If it does break and hold up here to the upside, I would more likely just use that as a scalp. I will jump in and out, lock in whatever profits I can get, and re-enter if everything is still there. So I already have a plan developed if I decide to enter this, but it's got to break above this first before I do anything. That's my first criteria. So, well, Magnus says it's at a beach trading with a hot spot. There you go. There we go. Slim Wavy, do you know what Powell is speaking on at 2:30? Well, Mr. Powell is speaking at 2:30, but that is tomorrow on Wednesday. Tomorrow is the FOMC meeting. He cannot speak publicly until that time. They are in a blackout period. The week, is it a week or is it 10 days? Let's just say it's the week prior to any FOMC meetings. The FOMC meeting is where they determine what they're going to do with interest rates, raise them, lower them, or leave them alone. The general market consensus is they're not going to do anything. It's their guess, right? So we do not know what they're going to do. They very well could drop the rates. We don't know. That's why the markets have been really skittish this week. But the general consensus is it's going to be a nothing burger. They're not going to change anything. But we don't know that until tomorrow at 2:30. So we can watch that live together tomorrow at 2:30. And we have watched the FOMC meetings. We've watched the volatility that comes with that in that meeting date. They actually release what they're going to do, the press release, at 2 p.m. sharp Eastern time tomorrow. So the markets will get that information at precisely 2 o'clock. The markets will react one way or another. And either it'll shoot all the way up or it'll shoot all the way down, or it'll be a nothing burger, as we call it, and they won't really react at all. There's usually almost always a knee-jerk reaction, but my guess is, and I would probably agree, based on prior economic news releases over the last few weeks, that they're not going to do anything. But I don't know either. I'm no expert, right? I'm along for the ride like yins all are. So tomorrow will be an interesting day here live on the Futures Education and Trading broadcast. We will watch it together. All right. What is the use of a regression channel? Well, the regression channel is just simply, it's just an overglorified trend line is all it is. It's showing you, and he's speaking of, and that was on, by the way, on the Quest over there on TikTok live chat. That's this green line here is the upper part of the regression channel. The red's the bottom part of the regression channel, and then there's a line right down the center for the middle of the channel. It's just a visual representation of its current movement over time. It just takes mathematical form and divides by 2 and by the square root of z over the cow jumping over the moon in Sagittarius, as long as it's followed by Gemini, and it's the 4th Sunday of the month. And it spits out this. It's just basically, it's all it is a trend line, right? What's the trend? but you will see that it will tend to trade within that zone. And when it breaks out, if it doesn't break and hold above these lines like this one didn't break and hold above, it broke, but it didn't have a good confirmation candle to the upside, it'll reject. A lot of times it gets that, it'll break out. The upside will break down, downside. Just another tool, just something else that's included with Coach's 3.0 indicators, which are included with your futures, crypto, VIP Gold, VIP, and Diamond memberships. It does not come with the premium membership, right? So that's the only one these indicators don't come with. And this only works with TradingView also. So you'll need a standalone subscription to that. We are in no way associated with TradingView, which you can find additional information about this over on tradingview.com. It is a subscription-based model. It costs you roughly $15 or so a month, plus the live data and all the other stuff. So you can go over there and check that out. It's not associated in any way with us. I love it. So I think it's visually appealing. It's pretty, right? You can put all kinds of stuff on there. I try to keep mine minimal right now. So anywho, that's what this looks like. And I am, as you can see, trading from my paper trading account. It says so here at the bottom. You can see that clearly. If you're on other social medias other than TikTok, because they have a limited view of what you can see. So I use this to help me make better educated decisions on when to get in or out of a trade. It is not gambling. I'm using a best education thing. Can you get into a gambling mentality? You most certainly can, especially in the trading futures, because you have instant settlement of your funds, unlike trading stocks or stock options. This is a margin account, so I get instant access. When I exit a trade, that money all goes back into my account. The margin requirements to enter trade goes back in, and as do my profits, and I'm able to immediately start trading not only my margin over, I can actually trade my profits immediately also. And of course, minus any losses, right? Any losses are deducted, but anyway, so that's what that's for. It's just a visual representation of what the current trend is. Now, again, it shows the current trend is downward. Now, if I put this on a 1-minute chart, it might be different. It might be upward in a 1-minute chart, or in this case, flat, as you can see, right? It's going to flat trend. So it's just for whatever time period you are looking at. You know, I could put this on a 1-hour chart, right? What's the trend on a 1-hour chart? It shows it on there. You can see on a 1-hour chart, trend is slightly up. It's opposite of what it would be on my 2-minute chart. So that's all it is. It just helps you, just gives you other points of decisions that you can make on your trades, whether to get in, get out, hold longer. All these things you see on my screen are part of Coach 3.0 indicators, and they come with your paid membership. So I take not only his indicators, I also have the lines, the historical levels that I draw on my chart. You have this regression channel. You have the Elliott wave oscillator, which is Coach's 2.0, Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategy is built upon. There's hundreds of different trading strategies that have been built on the Elliott wave oscillator. And Mr. Elliott is a real person who developed that, and it's used by traders all over the world. And there's probably easily 100 different trading strategies that use the Elliott wave oscillator for making trades. Coach developed his own, the 2-minute EWO, and there's volume bars. There's the ATR and actual live volume, what's going on. Has our rating system for trades, 1 to 6 stars, right? As criteria are met. I don't really need this chart. I know what a 6-star trade looks like, but it's nice to be able to look here if I'm playing ES and I see something that might look better on my little quick reference chart, and you can fully programmable what you want to watch. You can do up to 8. I only have, what do I have? 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I can actually put one more in there, and I can make these all bigger, smaller, change the colors, yada, yada, yada. It's all fully customizable. Pretty cool. All right, what else? We got any other questions over there on anything? Let's see here. What else do you go? Okay, let's look over on YouTube. What are the questions we have over there? Any? Talking about micros and other indicators. Well, that's a good question there, Ivan, over on our YouTube chat. We take this whole thing as a huge novel, and we are interpreting everything I see on my screen, plus the L2 order book. I use it's just another tool. You don't have to use it. I do. I love it. Incorporating that into my trading strategy helps me make decisions. So I'm looking at all these things, and through the training and education that I've received from Coach here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, I know what all this is telling me. It doesn't tell you when to buy, doesn't tell you when to sell, but I can tell you where it tells me to buy and where it tells me to sell, just based on what the candles and my indicators and my historical levels that I have marked on my charts, right, where it normally trades and sells off at. I can take all that information and within seconds decide whether I want to enter a trade or not. Right. I remember here I was talking about this trade. I was waiting on this Tokyo session to break above here, break and hold above it. What did it do? It stopped right there, didn't it? Right. It's hesitating. And that's because this is where it kind of stopped at before. Is it going to stop exactly on that line? No, hardly ever exact. It can and it does, but you can see they knew that level was there. They can look over there. They have the same charts we do, right? We don't have any advantage over the institutional traders. That's far from it. It's the other way around, right? We're just going along for the ride. We don't make the markets. We just go for the ride and hopefully make some profits while we're doing it. All right. So I take all this and I apply my training and make hopefully good trades. Don't always make good trades because I make poor decisions sometimes. I'm human. All right. Scalping strategy, good there. See that? See you back. All right. All right. Some do. Yes, remember. So, yeah. Doug's saying some members talk, some don't. Yes, Doug, if he uses Webull to trade futures or TradingView. You can do both. That's the beauty of TradingView. You can attach certain brokers. You're a broker if it's one of them. Obviously, you're not going to be able to attach Fidelity to this. It don't work that way with the big boys. But I have Webull's with my broker that I currently use, and I have my live data, and I can go up here and enter a trade. Say I want to go to the upside. I can go like that. I want to change my stop here. Hang on a minute. Fix that. Right. So I can enter a trade here, right? And there's my stop. I always enter a trade with a stop. And then I can use all this information here and the L2 to help me, once I'm in a trade, stay in it longer or know when to get out, take my profits. Oh, excuse me. Been a long day. Any day's a long way to go yet. I won't be done until probably 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock tonight when I get home. So anyway, I'll use all this information, put it together, take this whole book, and it helps me make a investment decision. I can get in and out of trades. And again, this is my paper trading account. It is executing orders in real time, even though it's fake money. The purpose of paper trading is so that you can learn the mechanics of your software. Whenever you can get in and out of a trade at will and make money on a consistent basis, then you might think about moving over to real money, but you got to take your time. So, and I can get out of this trade just simply clicking that button, bang, gets me right out of it. There's all kinds of ways to get in and out of trades, and you need to know all those multiple ways. So, all right, what else we got? And I also, matter of fact, last few days I've been just trading in Webull directly, using this to help me make my decisions based on my indicators and my historical levels I have charted out. All right. What else we got going on up there? All right. By the way, trading or scalping strategy, how is your green red days going since joining AmericanDreamTrading.com? If you want to let us know, you don't have to. Just thought I'd ask. Put you on the spot in front of millions and millions of people. All right. Let's see. Alex Trade says, I guess using the market or get in the trade puts you at a loss to start with. Yes, doing market orders do not give you the best fill. Now, do you lose right off the bat all the time? No, not all the time. You get these large candles that suddenly shoot up. You may click the button down here, but it don't fill you till up here. You get that sometimes, and that's the nature of a market order. You get filled where you get filled at when it gets to them to fill it, right? So yes, it looks instantaneous, but sometimes the milliseconds matter. So if I enter one trade here, you'll see it's, you can see where that price is fluctuating, right? Boom. Right here, that blue line actually got filled at the top of that candle. So anyway, so you'll see me do these things just to show you for demonstration purposes. I guess I need more coffee. Jeez, starting to yawn. So anyway, when I get in profit, I can get out of this trade, right? Or I can decide to get out and rip the Band-Aid off if I'm in a losing trade very easily. So thank you, everyone, for those likes and those gifts over there on TikTok and the follows. We appreciate that. I got to keep an eye on my iPad over here, make sure it doesn't kick you off. It puts that puzzle piece up on TikTok. You got to prove you're still and alive. And if I don't see it, I don't know how long I have to answer it. I catch it about half the time. It'll kill the feed. So if the feed suddenly disappears without me saying goodbye, that's what happened. Mark McSee didn't click the puzzle piece and it automatically disconnected me. Now I'll read up it right away. Hopefully that don't happen. In fact, I have an alarm set for an hour after we started, basically, to check it, make sure it's not sitting there. But yes, market orders are your least favorable fills. A limit order fills you where you want it to. Only that's a limit, right? My limit is this is what I want to buy in at. Much better way you get the best bang for your buck is to do limit orders. I don't personally do it. I'm a market order in and out. I ain't got time to fumble with other buttons. And it's not that I can't do it. I just haven't taken the time to get really good at it. So I can come down here and pick the price I want to pay right there. Boom. See, it puts it in there instantly. Buy right down here, right? I can move my stop loss, drag that down. So now I have a buy limit, and it'll only enter that trade whenever the price comes down to pick it up. And if it don't, it won't. It'll just keep going on. I don't have time. Excuse me for all that. I want to get filled now. I'm not worried about giving up a few dollars in the process. So, all right. So what else we got here? Okay. And plus it takes, when you enter a trade, remember there's transaction fees associated with trading into futures. You get charged an entry fee, you get charged an exit fee. And those two together we call round trip is what you pay. Richard, one of our paid members and also one of our training moderators, has his hand up. What's up, Richard?
So I've got a question here on this ES that you've got showing. Do you ever put in a new trending channel? Because I put in a new trending channel from, what does it look like? From about, oh shoot, if you put put it at the bottom of the trending channel here on Trading View, your mouse.
I do. I do from time to time. You'll see them on my charts where I use dash lines just so I remember. There's actually tools to help you do that rather quickly. There's
Yes, because like I see, if you can put your mouse right below the exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is an ascending trend channel right there now, which kind of gives a contrarian picture of what we've got. Actually kind of supports where you thought this might go to break out. So I'm just wondering if you ever do a trending channel inside the Trading View channel. If not, it's okay. I'm just curious.
No, I do. Matter of fact, I used to do it all the time. I'd actually draw my own trend line.
You do the diagonal and then the two diagonal lines.
I mean, if you look here, you see all the different thing. You can even draw your own parallel channels and regression. I can actually draw my own regression trend if I wanted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when it gets in these narrow channels, if you can identify, well, bounce down to here and reverse and come up here, and then you can play that up and down. That's what we do when we get into chops. We'll channel trade,
correct,
right? And that's it's hard to do, but you got to be able to get in and out quickly. So, you know, you enter when it's on the down part of the channel and you trade it till it gets up to the upper or close to it, right? Don't always make it all the way back up to the top of that channel. And when if it rejects there, then you play it to the downside, play it the upside, downside, up, you know, rinse and repeat. As long as
Right.
then it probably, if it breaks out one of those times, it'll go, and sometimes it'll form another new channel and you can play that. It's you really got to be laser focused doing that kind of trading, but that's how we make money when the markets go sideways. And that's one of the things the coach teaches us on how to do that, right? So, yes, I do that. You'll see it. If you see a bunch of white dash lines, that was a channel that I probably personally traded in or just identified with kind of keep an eye out on it for historical reasons. And that's why you'll see them on my. Now these ones here I blanked my charts out, so you might not see any on these group of charts
Right.
here. But yes, I do that. There's all kinds of different ways that you can track. You know, I mean, you can draw a simple trend line, right? Well, you know, if you go down here, this low spot here, right? I can go
Mhm.
from here to there, you know, draw it up, or I can, you know, if I'm going to go here, if it breaks below this trend line, then I'll go, you know, I'll take a look at it and see. I can trade to the downside. I can use this as a possible bounce point, as long as it stays above to the upside. I'm in a good long, or if it's below it, I might be in a good downside, right? Pretty much now, I just use coaches indicators and the regression channels, those type of things. I don't get to draw on a whole bunch of other than putting too many lines on my charts. I don't
Yeah,
generally
otherwise
add a
it
bunch of
clutters
things.
it up.
Yeah, it's just matter of fact, there's things on here now that when I'm not sharing my screen, I will remove just to have it less cluttered. With this coach's indicators here, you can put all kinds of stuff on here. It depends on your own personal preferences and what you like. Some I just don't. It's not that they're not effective and they don't work. They do work. I just care to have it because my main investment strategy I learned from Coach is to break and hold above the 9 or to break and hold below the 9 and then play it that way. If it turns into an EWO, great. If it don't, okay. I'm going to trade the trade that's in front of me. As long as it breaks and holds above the 9 and stays above the 9, I'll trade that all day long. If it breaks and holds below the line, you know, like here, I'll play that all day long as it takes to go down there. So, um, anyhow, righty. Thank you for that question, comment. Richard's one of our training moderators. Does helps do our gold breakout rooms. He's here all day. He's uh, another one that's here all the time. He's here in the pre-market. He's there during the regular markets. He joins us in the futures market. He helps train on not only daily in the VIP gold rooms, but he also does the VIP gold breakout rooms. He's a very effective trainer, very intelligent, and he presents things in a manner that everyone can understand. He doesn't ramble on unlike your current host does. He's usually pretty good. And he comes from a different background than a lot of us do. He was in the banking industry. He was in the brokerage industry. So he's been in the financial markets a great portion of his adult life. However, he came to American Dream Trading, never day traded before, and he's learned how to do that. Now he does that and stock options, futures, you name it. I don't know. You don't do crypto at all, do you, Richard?
No,
I don't think I
no.
ever heard you talk about crypto. I don't do crypto either. I mean, I know how to do it. I just don't
I
currently have any
did own
holdings.
at one time Ethereum because I kind of thought that was going, and my son influenced me there. But no, I don't do crypto.
Right. So, you know, there's all different ways and different things to invest in: futures, stocks, stock options, crypto. So, anyhow, there's a comment to you, Richard, if you'd like me to read it over there on TikTok.
Yes, please.
Trader B, I won't tell you what his name is in the Discord. Says
Okay.
Richard just needs to work on his jokes. I guess you're not as appreciated like I appreciate your dad jokes.
Man alive. You know, if I can add something, you know, the question for the people that are coming in and watching that aren't trading futures or aren't trading stocks, or, you know, you're being exposed for the first time to it. Many of the people in the investment world that are the brokers and stuff, they don't want you to know how to do it, because if you know how to do it, then they don't have any business and have no commissions and renewals the next year. And
Right.
so, of course, every time you're going to talk to it, that you'll almost get a snicker trying to dissuade you from learning. But if they can do it, you can do it. It's just you need to understand that there are times that are what we call high probability entries that are going to return you money. And you have to take the time to understand and know how much does, for example, ES is the Standard and Poor 500. You need to know how much it moves on average. You need to know where does it have problems with the price going above? Where does it have problems with the price going below? And as you add layers of knowledge to you, the trading actually becomes more simple because you start to recognize where those high probability entries are and then how to execute them.
Right.
So if you're scared away because other people have told you you're gambling, or there's no way the average Joe can do this, and any variation of that type of negative, you need to be able to give yourself, open your mind and give yourself a moment, because markets have been around for literally decades. I mean, you go back into the 20s, the roaring 20s, and the markets were there. So if they're making money over all these decades, century now, actually, from that time, then why would you believe that you can't do it? You can't do it if you're just winging it and saying, well, this feels like it is, because that's how many retail people that don't take the time to learn. So at American Dream Trading, we invest our time into teaching and helping you learn how to trade. And if you're willing to be disciplined, come in humble and ask questions, then there's so much information that's at this site on stocks, on options, on penny stocks, on IPOs, futures and crypto and other things, that you just have to decide what is something that you might have a passion about. Whether it's a stock like Apple, you love Apple, you have Apple products, but tune in and watch and then learn, because the principles in the stocks, the principles in the options, the principles here in the futures actually are very related. And so you'll see the same things. So have an open mind, come join us, investigate us, and I think you're going to find that we're like a college. You don't get the accreditation, but I'm going to tell you what, the knowledge that you get, if you can hang in there and stay in enough to get it down, you will make money and change your financial future. And then I'll leave with you. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, very well said. You know, you're getting basically a master's degree in trading here at American Dream Trading. All the information we have. I mean, you want to know how to do iron condors and cash secured puts or options and all that stuff. It's Coach teaches on all of it. He has over 33 years in the market, so he might know what he's talking about, folks. All you got to do is listen to him for a day, and you'll understand that he does. It's okay to be skeptical, but don't be blind because of your skepticism. Come in with an empty cup and listen, and prove it's wrong. Prove his strategies don't work. I think you'll find just the opposite. Right?
So can I share one pattern for them that probably hasn't been discussed, or maybe it's been discussed,
Okay.
that has appeared on this chart
Yep.
that we talk about? Because patterns also give you high probability. And you're
sir.
right about it. Go right below the comma and the 2, you'll see what we call a 3-candle reversal pattern. You see it there? Perfect. Yep.
Yep, right here.
So a 3-candle reversal pattern, just to give you an insight, that's all it is when we see what is called a gamma candle, the red candle, big candle down, it's bigger than the average candle. And then you see what is called a doji, and a doji is a candle where the wicks are more than the body. When you add them up together, that is particularly, notice he has a line there, when that appears at a green candle popping up. Now, it may not pop up all the way, but at least half of the red candle that's before it. Yep, perfect. And it not only does it do that, but it goes to the entry point, which is the top of that red candle. Can you put your mouse there? Yep,
Yeah.
at the top of that red candle, there, that's the entry point. And you'll see that if you would have entered there, would you have made money? Well, yeah, because right there, it was at, I can't see the price, but 56.29, something like that.
Yep.
And then look at how, if you just stay in it with the green candles, look where it went to. Well, in
Yep.
futures, that would have made you really nice money. In stocks, that would have made you really nice money. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so that's just one example that you will learn here at American Dream Trading of recognizing, training your eyes to see and understand when things turn in your favor and identify them and enter. That's a
Exactly.
perfect example. Thank you.
Yeah, and just to, you want a real world of what that actually, wrong button. Mark's always doing that. All right, wrong button.
Yeah, if you can
That
figure that
trades.
out, that would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Well, you know, it's a boomer in charge, you know, so you know, you get what you get. That's just to say that's a 70 tick reversal, right? Well, on ES, the S&P 500, it pays $12.50 a tick times 70 ticks. That is, you would have made $875 on just one contract, right? If it had 10, right? What would that be? If you had 10 of them, right? You're talking $8,750 just from here to there. In, you know, what time frame? Roughly, let's just say, we'll call it 2 o'clock, right? Yeah, about 10 after 2 to 2:40, right? 30 minutes. If you had 10 contracts, you'd have made $8,750 just on that little bit of a move there. Just math, folks. You get paid X amount of dollars per tick, every tick on every contract, so forth. But just multiplied. That's how you make money in the markets. That is far from gambling, right? That is using an educated. Does that mean that's going to work every single time? Nope, because not every investment strategy, no investment strategy works 100% of the time, right? But as he explained, you got that bottom bounce, right? And with the reversal pattern, and look what happened. It did indeed reverse. Now, we were watching one earlier today. It kind of, it faked us out like it was going to reverse. It went up part way and then went, collapsed. All right. You don't know how far it's going to reverse. Well, this one, it went up big time, right? Just from here to there was $800, right? On one contract. So recognizing them.
But on that previous one, it never went to the entry. It
Correct.
failed before that. And so that's why with learning patterns, you'll learn where you're supposed to enter, thinking about your exits, different things like that. In addition, that again give you a higher probability of a win.
Yep. And you have to wait on those things to see what it's going to do, right? Patience. Sitting around doing nothing is the hardest thing about day trading. Waiting for the setup, right? And not getting excited. And we discussed that. Well, we discussed that very thing today within our training, our live training that we were doing today. It's a common discussion because we all struggle with it. There's not anybody in here that hasn't fought that, right? Yeah, unless you're all drugged up and mellow as can be, I don't know how you couldn't, you know, have patience to sit there. It's one of the hardest things to overcome as an individual. We can talk about it till you're blue in the face to each other, but until you embrace it and understand that part of the psychology of trading, you know, you're gonna have issues. So, all right. So, anyway, this turned into a nice little 2-minute EWO while we were sitting here, right? 20 after. You can see this would have been your entry point. You could have rode that bad boy up. Matter of fact, you would have got out over here where it pulled back, or at least shed if you had multiple contracts. Let your runners run. Come up here, you could shed or get out up here also. What area did I call out that I was waiting on that break and hold to? Right here, right? And what was the other caveat that I threw in there? Do you remember?
It was the
line
higher
right
red
here,
line.
right? Yep, this red line here. That's an old line, by the way. But anyway, as you can see, because we showed, remember these candles here? I said that's really what I wanted to wait for the break and hold. It did go through my initial criteria, but it failed to achieve the goal I was hoping it would, which was the breakout above here and onward. So it rejected again. So what's that tell you about this level right here, right? What does that tell you? If it keeps rejecting there, that might be a pretty strong level, right? Maybe Mark might want to pay attention to that and maybe call that a gold level. And Mark will do that. Mark is talking about himself in the third person again, and he does that a lot because he's not wrapped too tight sometimes. So you'll see me talk to myself. Matter of fact, I talk to myself out loud during trades. This is what I wanted here. All right, so I got a gold level. I got it logged in. I'm going to count that as a gold level, is that it consistently gets up to that area. It's my own little personal gold level, right? You can see it, all that trouble. Remember we talked how bounce, come down and bounce before they would break through, right? And I can scroll across here. Look back here. Bang. Come down here and stop a little short, but, you know, close is good enough sometimes in hand grenades, right? Trading and hand grenades have a lot of things in common. You hold it too long, you get blowed up. You throw a hand grenade, as long as it's close, you still take out your target, right? See how, look at that. Just looking back here historically. Look at all these places. Yeah, I better call that a gold level, huh? As an extra strong level of support and or resistance, depending which way it is going at the time. So those little things you learn to catch and recognize. Oh, look, it did it more than just once or twice. It did a whole bunch of times. So, is this indicator available on the gold membership? Yes, it is. It's also available on the diamond membership. As a matter of fact, I would highly recommend you get that diamond lifetime membership because that includes the gold, the VIP, the premium, and also gives you the crypto and the futures memberships for lifetime. Anything ever created and upgraded in the future, you automatically get it also. So if you look at the price point, it's $5,000 for the diamond, right? Is that a lot of money? Well, yeah, it is, I guess, if you don't have $5,000, right? But what you're getting out of that, you know, we're not allowed to guarantee anything, right? We have members come in here and buy things and fail. But if you can apply the learning and things that we're trying to instruct you on here, your statistical odds increase greatly of your success. And speaking of diamonds, let me share a little video here. Let's see what I want to do here. I want to get this one here. Let me blow this up. Again, those of you on YouTube, you won't be able to see or hear this.
So we're going to run it right now. Bruno, if you would post it. $5,000 one-time payment, diamond lifetime, unlimited, all of our member services, including the mentorship, which is $6,000 a year by itself, a year. You guys can get it right now. You'll have access to everything. The premium, VIP, VIP gold, the futures, futures VIP gold, crypto VIP gold. You guys will get access to the breakout rooms. You guys will get access to weekend training. You get access to all the advanced training videos, all the workshop classes, all the mastermind classes. You will get all of it.
To those folks out there listening,
Yes.
that aren't sure about this, I'm telling you,
sitting here talking, have myself muted. Sorry about the echo in there. I had failed to mute that channel, and then I failed to unmute it when I started talking. Anyway, that $5,000 offer is going to be going away here very shortly, and he said it today out loud, and he said it in writing inside of our Discord. So that means when Coach starts saying it verbally and didn't it have no audio at all on it? I don't know. We'll wait and see here. You guys are like 30, 40 seconds behind. I didn't have it. Yeah, I failed to unmute that thing. So it's going away whenever. I can't tell you when. I don't want to infer it's going away tonight and you come back, well, you thought it was going away today. Well, I don't want to say that, but whenever Coach starts saying something verbally, you know it's coming. When he actually says it verbally and he puts it in writing within our Discord, you know it's about to disappear. He's giving a last call for that membership, and it includes everything. You can go over on Discord there. We also have a comparison chart that you can look at. It will compare all of the things there. All right. Alex, that's good. You want to join the Futures Monthly, right? That's cool. You can do that. And a lot of people do join monthly and then upgrade their memberships. Just unfortunately, you won't be able to take advantage of this. We do have the lifetime futures is $4,000. But again, why would you spend $4,000 when you can spend $5,000 and have everything instead of just one membership? But the annual membership on a regular futures is $2,500 a month. That'll get you in the door anyway. And a lot of people do that. They start out monthly and then they start making money and then they purchase a upgraded membership. Nothing wrong with that, right? Get your foot in the door, start training and trading and all the things that go along with that. Now, we did talk about that is the diamond membership, and we say it includes this and that and all this. Let me play this one little it's about a 5-minute infomercial about our membership services. Now, this does not say anything about the diamond membership in here because the diamond membership did not exist when we created this video. However, every single thing, no, you get as a futures member, you do get the indicators as part of your regular futures membership. That and crypto. Everything that I'm on this video that I'm about to play is included in this diamond membership, even though it doesn't talk about the diamond. It talks about all the individual memberships and some of the things that are in that. So everything that you hear on this video I'm about to play is all part of that one diamond membership that you can get for one-time payment, never ever pay again, $5,000. So I'm going to put this up here. Again, those of you on TikTok, you won't be able to hear it, right? So I'm going to play this. Everything that you will hear on this video is included in the diamond membership. So here we go.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for our free Discord or one of our paid membership. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first, plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the TradingView indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
There you go. That's the overview of the Diamond membership. That's our all-inclusive. Now, every one of those memberships are available for individual purpose, but where the price point is right now, it just makes economic sense, folks, to get that. What's stopping you from getting that today before it goes away? You're going to look back here a week from now and say, man, I wish I'd have got that, right? And then it's going to be gone. And this includes our paid members that are currently in this room with me, right? Man, I wish I would have got that. That's what some of you are going to be saying next week, probably this time. Oh, that was a heck of an offer. I should have got that. Should have locked that in. I could have had everything, right? All in one package. What's it going to take to get you in there? That is a, I mean, it was priced at a 20 to start with. It is $50,000 worth of services. Present day value. That doesn't even include the future things that come out, right? 5,000 for everything, never pay again. You can't even go to college for a semester for that price, right? And here you're going to essentially be getting a master's degree in trading from Coach himself, and then instantly have access to every single thing that we have to offer. You see Coach every day, right? And if you haven't seen Coach, I don't know what's holding you back. He's live every day from 9 to 11, right? Yeah, hopefully see you, Doug. Hopefully you can be there at 4 o'clock. Doug had to take a step out, had a place to be. Oh, speaking of stepping out, I will be shutting this down at 3:45, about 15 minutes early today, about 20 till or quarter till. I have an appointment to get to also at 4 o'clock, so I got to allow time for me and others to get there. So we will be shutting down a little early today. I know, it's unusual. It's okay. It's 20 minutes
No, I
less.
want to add one thing that wasn't in the tape.
What's
And
that?
that is Coach has already been talking that we're going to have American Dream Trading TV.
Yep.
That there's actually going to be live, almost like podcasts and interviews and things with the market. That is going to be a whole new product that if you take advantage of the diamond, you get everything no matter when it comes and has the business and other courses are developed. You get
Correct.
that also for life.
Yes, sirree, Bob. And don't call me Bob. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
Shirley.
Shirley. Oh, come on.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
How about that, huh? You didn't think I had a retort to that, did you? I got this little box here. It's got all kinds of retorts. Can you bring me your best shot? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's stopping anybody. That includes our paid members. You know, sell a house, sell a kid, sell a wife, sell a kidney, sell a car, sell a neighbor's car, sell a neighbor's kidneys, whatever you got to do. You know, if you can find a way to get in it. Again, I'm not suggesting you go in debt to get something, but if you can find a way to do it, you know, do it. It's going to go away forever. In fact, I think he flat out said he's not going to even sell lifetimes anymore, because it's a cost loser. He loses money on lifetimes, right? American Dream Trading, you know, we got bills to pay every month, and having that reoccurring income is important to the growth of any business, and including AmericanDreamTrading.com. When it gets down to it, this is a business. We are providing this as a free service to you on all our social media networks, but it's not free to do this either, right? So none of this is free. It's free to you for the live social, but it's not free to AmericanDreamTrading.com to do this for you. And we're glad to do it. I mean, I love doing this. I'm glad we're able to do it, right? Whoever thunk I'd be on TikTok? Sure not me. Matter of fact, I wasn't even ever on TikTok. I heard of it, but had no desire. I was on Facebook for years, and I got off that a long time ago, and I'm like, I don't need no social media. Now I'm addicted to TikTok like the rest of you are. Now I'm on TikTok. Well, how's that for a change of plans in life, right? I never looked at TikTok till I joined American Dream Trading, and Coach was on there, so that's why I have it. Now we watch it all the time. Even my wife watches it. Well, she don't have a TikTok account, but I'll put it up, stream it up on the TV, and we'll watch things in there and laugh and move on, waste time. Could be doing something else more constructive. But you got to have time, have fun once in a while too, whatever your definition of fun is. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. I will assure you that there will be people of our paid members that will be full of regret. Not that you should go through life with regret, but this is one thing. If you can take advantage of it, you should do it so you don't regret it. And for those of you that wanted to get in here and never ever pay again, that's watching for free, and you've been hem-hawing around whether I want to join or not, this is the perfect vehicle for doing that. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. I can't reach into your wallet and pull out money, right? I know somebody tried to do that to me. I would snap their arm off and beat them to death with it. So, but that's a decision you have to make. And if you want to make that decision today, I will highly encourage it. Go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. scroll down, you'll find our page there with all the membership information along with our free Discord you should grab also. So anyhow, I
definitely
just wanted to
regretted
make
it,
sure
Mark.
you guys understood that is officially going to be going away. What's that?
I said I definitely regretted it. The first time Coach had that sale on the Diamond, and he only had so many spots, and I shut it down. I absolutely regretted it. But this time, I just said I got to go for it. Got to get it.
Yeah.
Got to get the lifetime training.
And what have you found about the doors that's been open to you with the additional memberships that's joining?
There's more training there than you could possibly ever hope to imagine. That there's so many videos and classes and trainings and rooms and live trainings. It's just it's almost overwhelming. There's so much material there.
Yeah, well, it is. I can't even attend it all. I can't. I mean, I'm a moderator. Of course, I have certain responsibilities I committed to doing, right? And there's no way I can't even go. I mean, I'm so far behind on watching just his mentorship class videos. I mean, those things are all recorded and I can go back and watch them at a later time, but I just haven't had time, you know. I'm doing moderate. I mean, I'm on here 12, 14 hours a day, right? So 12 anyway. Well, today it started at 2 a.m. You do the math. 2 to 4, 2 a.m. to 4. That's 14 hours today, right? So, and I love it. I love doing this, and it's my life, and I wouldn't want to change a thing, right?
Yeah, if you
So,
definitely want to immerse yourself in nonstop training 7 days a week, whether it's live or whether it's just catching up on, the videos and reading and all that stuff, it's there. It's nonstop training, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
And Mark, you mentioned something extremely important. It's recorded. So when you have the opportunity, for those of you that are out there working that 9 to 5, which, if you got into here, you could probably get rid of that pretty soon because we have had people that done it. Mark's one of them. But if you don't have the time to see the lives, get in the rooms, they're recorded for you when you have that diamond, when you have the VIP gold and all of that. So you can watch it on your own time and still learn and watch it over and over and over until you get it right.
Yep. On your schedule, right?
That's right. And if you have questions on it, then you have the live classes. Hey, listen, I watched this video. He said something I didn't quite get. What do you mean by that? Or ask Coach himself. He's in here enough that you can ask him directly.
That's
So,
correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know how much more convincing you want. If we can't convince you after all that, you're unconvincible, I guess. You haven't drank the Kool-Aid yet. And we do serve Kool-Aid around here every single day. New fresh batches made. So anyway, that's that. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'll get back to answering some questions here. Joshua, I did see your question before I started playing that video. What happens if you add just a trend line? Well, you can do that. I've done that. Coach even teaches on drawing trend lines to see which way things are going, right? You can, TradingView, any of your broker's software, right? Well, let's say I want to stay in this trade here, right? Until, I can draw a trend line here. I can use this trend tool. I'm going to stay in this trade, but if it breaks and holds below this trend here, right? Then I think about getting out, right? However you want to draw it. You can do it to the upside. You can go across, right? There's all kinds of things. So as long as it stays above this trend line here, it's still a good trade. I'm going to hold on to that trade. That's one of the things trend lines help you to see. It gives you a visual representation, right? Can I not just kind of draw an imaginary line between 2 points? Yeah. But that's a nice thing about trend lines. I mean, there's this regression channel. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do to help you decide whether the trade and stuff is good. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do in here within TradingView itself, right? There's all kinds of things fancy stuff that you can just drive yourself drawing stuff on your charts if that's what floats your boat. I try to keep mine simple. I use Coach's indicators. I do have these channels and I draw historical lines. That's what I base my decisions on. So would I get in this trade right now? Nope, I won't. The volume's dropping off and all that, and it's the last hour. We're in power hour. If I'm going to trade anything, I'm going to want to trade the indices personally. That's my personal thing I want to trade, because there's where the volume's at. Would I trade this trade? Well, what did we talk about earlier? Right here, I know there's a lot of extra garbage on here. I'm still playing around with this indicator. As you can see, it's very colorful. So it's too much. It's burning my retina. What did I talk about waiting on the break and hold above? Did I not make this gold line here? this gold level. Well, if it breaks and holds above that, I'll consider entry. Could very well do that this time. Remember, this is the one we looked at. Remember, all the way back, there's all kinds of places it touched. I created a gold level and I locked that level in, right? That way it doesn't accidentally get erased. And what just happened again? Look at that. Went up and touched that, pulled right back, rejected again. It just doesn't want to break through there today for some reason, because nobody wants to pay any more than that 56.50. Not only that, it's a nice even round number. Markets like whole numbers like that, right? So right as of today, that just seems to be where it's at. Does that mean it can't blow through it later or go through it tomorrow? Doesn't mean that at all. Just not enough oomph there to get it. What about the rest of the market? What about the Russell 2000? We can take a look at that. It's a small cap. And look what it's doing. It's fighting to get above VWAP. So look how it's respected VWAP all day. That's this yellow line here. That's volume weighted average price indicator, right? Look at that. Look how it respects it. Did break through here, come down, bounced off of it, come back down, bounced off of it, come back down, bounced. This time it finally broke through. Came down to one of my historical levels here, right? Bounced around there, did briefly break through, come back up. Look at it hitting VWAP again. Hit the 200, which is your other indicator.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yeah,
waiting patiently though.
I mean, you can almost predict what it's going to do, right? Doesn't mean it won't break through this time, but at least I know historically that's what's going to happen. It's going to at least pause. So that's where you use your education and training and experience and know how to deal with these as they arise. Did I have to worry about where VWAP was when it was down here? Absolutely not. I could care less. It's so far away, that's a pile of money can be made there, right? I could have made, well, what is that? We'll just do a quick here. That's just call it 100 ticks. It pays $5 a tick. That's $500 I could make before it even got up to there, right? On one contract. So that's what it pays, $5 a tick. So right now it's testing that level. Again, it's also power hour. It's the last half hour. It's the last hour, but we're now in the last half hour of the trading period. And, you know, does it have enough oomph? I don't know. Probably not, but we don't know. And I don't prejudge whether it will. Look, it's trying to hit this one again. Let's just watch this one, see if it can do it this time. Is it the little engine that could, or is it the one that won't, because it's going to respect that level? Now, if it breaks and holds above that, I'll probably be interested in trading that. That might bring on some excitement, at least up to this level here, right? See how these top out here? Got to know what was behind you. Just kind of give yourself a rough idea of what's going on. So, and look at that. This would be about frustrating if you're sitting here like I am waiting on this to break through that, right? So I'm sitting here waiting. We'll wait. You want to sit here and watch paint dry? We can do that, right? And look at that. Just unbelievable. Quite honestly, I thought it would have broke through there by now, as many times as that's hit. You know, more times it taps away, and the sooner that it comes back. When you get these here where rejects come back, rejects come back, rejects come back. A lot of times this is what happens. It hits it so fast, so many times, it will blow through there. When you get a big gap, when there's a long time between retesting, then the odds aren't so great of it breaking through. So that's what happened here, right? Hit it, rejected totally, sold off, right? Because people get tired of it and they go, I ain't going any higher, I'm getting rid of it, which causes the price to drop. Came back up, didn't quite make it that far, but it came up, tested. Now it's retesting again quickly. So again, the statistical odds are better now that it's going to break through because it's doing a quick retest. It's no guarantee, as you can see. You just don't want to do it today, right?
But then you also have to take into consideration the time of day. We're in the last half hour.
Yep.
And so there'll be people that will have fear of getting caught and maybe they'll just take their quick little profit and that's it.
Yep. Everybody wants to get out of their positions by the end of the day. That's why coach advises never to trade during power hour unless you are an experienced trader. Oh, Doug sent me a message here. They're going to work on a toggle for that thing that we asked for our futures trading widget on the ATR. As Doug did ask him about it. So if there is a toggle there that we'll be able to change that to ticks instead of points on
Mark?
the ATR. That would be great if they could do that.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
It's already done. He did it.
No way. Them guys are amazing. We got some amazing coders here at American Dream Trade.
I
What these
tell you
guys
what,
do
man.
just blow my mind. I mean, I asked
Yeah.
them some things already, and they go, yeah, they didn't even respond. They just did it. It's like,
Can you
It's-
ask
somebody's
them if
asked
they
let's
can
do it.
change the VWAP line to dash?
I didn't ask that. You could do that, Richard.
Yeah, I know you keep saying I can do that.
So yeah, I'm sitting here in the doctor's office and I see that come through. I'm like, holy smokes, it was just a question and he just did it.
Yeah, that's the same way
That
with
is so
a couple
cool.
things I've asked about. He just did it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right.
So anyway,
It's beta,
I gotta
though.
go.
It will be beta till you got to always back test it, make sure it works. Thank you, Doug. Have a great day. 4 o'clock, hopefully, if you get time. I know you're in a spot that's really not conducive to that type of thing, but all right. Day Dog. I always thought trading was a boom, boom, boom action, but the more I trade, the more I realize you're all right. It's a frickin' paint drying. Yeah, it can get like that. I mean, there's lots of excitement, and it's like being on a long straight stretch with a stoplight every 100 yards. And what do people do? They all floor it to get to the next light, right? And then it turns red. And you sit there. It turns green. Everybody races to the next light now, and it turns red. Yeah, trading can be like that. Other days, it can be a thrill second for hours on end. But the patience part is something that nobody can give you. You have to develop over time, right? And what we find as human beings, as day traders, as traders in general, we don't like to sit around. We don't like to wait. I want it, and I want my money, and I want it now. Remember those old commercials? We won't say the guy's name, but everybody's seen them old commercials. I want my money, and I want it now, right?
They were sickening.
Yeah, we won't say that person's name. We're not giving them free advertising, but that's how we are. We're in a Walmart world. We want it now. We want it cheap. We don't want to pay extra, So you get impatient, then you just start clicking trading just for the sake of trading, right? And then you end up getting your face ripped off because you didn't enter at a good place. However, if patience waits, right, and you'll end up making better trades. Warren Buffett is so famously, again, paraphrasing, he said, the market takes from the impatient traders and gives to the patient traders. You have to realize when you are trading, if you win a trade, somebody else lost. There cannot be any sellers without buyers. There cannot be any buyers without sellers. So somebody is winning and somebody is losing at all times. So if you're not patient, you're going to give your money away to somebody who has been patient waiting on you to make that foolish trade. So there is a lot of times sitting around waiting for the perfect setup.
Well, the rainstorms are starting.
Well, the rainstorms are starting down there in
Oops,
Arkansas.
sorry.
So,
Thanks.
well, thanks for the weather update in your region of the world. That's good. I don't have to turn TV on now. Don't even have to look at my weather app. Dangers of an open mic. Oh, there you go. Right. And if you get lulled to sleep, like we do a lot of times, sitting there staring, you're like, this ain't going to do nothing. And you go flip to another chart, or you get distracted. And then, like you say, then it takes off. It goes to the moon. Like, dang it, I've been sitting there waiting for 2 hours for this to happen. I look away for 5 minutes, and look what happened. It happened to me earlier when I took a break. I wasn't really waiting. It wasn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden it dropped. I come back, seen the chart. I'm like, holy cow, that was some serious money I could have made. That little 5-minute break cost me a bunch of money. So you'll have that. There's always opportunities to make money in the market. So anyhow, don't forget about American Dream Trading on our YouTube channel. There's over 2,000 training videos that you can watch at your convenience. I would highly recommend that you start watching the coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategies first and foremost. That's the basis of all the things that we do here. And then once you learn that and can master that over time, you can start adding other things that are more complicated, more advanced, and things that only should be done by experienced traders, such as scalping, channel trading, those type of things. So the 2-minute EWO strategy, we had a long discussion about that today. That's the bread and butter of trading. It doesn't tell you when to buy and sell. It does, however, once you're educated, it gets you to understand where a good entry is at. And then it's up to you to manage the trade and decide when to get out. So entry is the key to profits. The better your entry, the more money you will make. And the longer you can stay in that trade and ride it, whether it's only a minute trade or whether it's an hour trade or a whole day trade, right? What is Futures VIP? That is the new program that we are in process of releasing right now. We also will be having a Gold VIP program right after that. Those things are all being rolled out. Those are two of the things right there, just with VIP, Alex, that if you had that Diamond membership, it would include any of these new things we're rolling out with, all for that one locked in price. And those are the things you wouldn't have to deal with. You may just want to stay at the regular futures based membership, and that's fine. But there's also going to be a VIP level, which gets you more. It's a higher level membership, and then there'll be a VIP Gold that's even higher than that. So take a look at it, and you should be able to get a matter of fact for our paid members. Coach is giving if you pay annually, you're getting probably I didn't do the math, but I'm going to guess it's 40 or, well, might be, I'm guessing 50% discount if you pay annually versus paying monthly on that. So you might want to check that out also. But again, I don't not to beat a dead horse one more time, but we will, right? How about a donkey? I don't have a horse. There we go. We can beat that dead donkey. All right. Yeah, I get it, Alex. We always can't, right? You got to do what's in your budget, right? And today might not be the time. Maybe next month won't even be the time, but it is what it is, right? We all can't afford to drive Ferraris, right? Not that I'd want to, but if I can't afford to, maybe a couple of years from now I can, right? Just like you can watch free forever if you want to do that, but you're only going to see certain things, right? So anyway, yeah, do what you do. You get in the door and you can learn. And as you become better educated and you start learning how to make successful trades, then other memberships won't be an issue for you. So, and that's the beauty of it. So, and besides, you don't need any money into your account when you come join American Dream Trading. Matter of fact, we tell you, don't look at this breakthrough here, this VWAP, trying to break and hold. Teasing. What's the ES doing? Still ain't broke through. Well, the Russell, which is small cap, so it's a little bit different than the S&P and the NASDAQ. It's trying to break and hold. Will it? Well, that's a different story. It's broke, but it doesn't have a very good, strong upward candle yet. I can't get in a trade anyway because I'm not going to be here. It's time for me to go.
2 minutes. Yeah.
So, you just do what you do, right? Get your foot in the door, get your education. And we tell people when they join American Dream Trading, well, how much should I fund my account, right? You don't need to fund an account. You need to come in here and train first. You need to get an education before you start throwing money away in the markets. Because if you're not educated enough, that's exactly what's going to happen. Train more, trade less. Matter of fact, when you come in, we tell you train, take notes. Train, take notes. Train, take notes. Start asking questions as things begin to make sense to you. And you need clarification, rinse and repeat. And after a while, whatever a while is, the longer the better, months, years, whatever, then you can think about paper trading. And you do that for a while till you can prove that you can do it on a consistent basis successfully. You still don't trade real money. And once you get really, really good at that, then you can think about trading real money, and then you will do small positions anyway. So enough of that. Anyway, I got to shut this down. I got to be other places, as some of our other members do also. So we're going to kill this a few minutes early to give everybody time to take a break before they have to be where they got to be. I thank everybody for being here. We are live 3 times a day, Monday through Friday. Coach is live from 9 to 11. I'm live from 2 to 4 at 5 p.m. The Aftermarket Show with Don over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. As always, upon conclusion of this broadcast and any of our live broadcasts, they will be available over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, that you can watch. Hey, Vegan Knowledge, I'm glad you can make it. At least I got to say hi to you and say, hey, Vegan Knowledge, you're my favorite. Anyway, got to say that. Good, you made my day. So I thank you all for being here. I'm going to sign off early today. We'll make sure anybody you come in contact the rest of the day that you would greet them with positivity and a smile, because you don't know what's actually behind their smile. We will see you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mark.